Judge P. Foley driving home from the office. We're in the 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know. I think it was 42 this morning. Kind of chilly. I wore a sweater. I haven't worn it to court. Because all I did was hurry, wait. I had a case that I thought I was resolving today. But on cases, you often have to have victim approval of a plea. I've been waiting for the offer for some time, but we told the state that we would accept it actually today, because we got the final offer today. And but unfortunately, the state hadn't had an opportunity to speak to the victim yet. So we reset the case. Otherwise, today I got a ceiling completed, had some phone calls, got some, I call it red tape. I have to order things like body cam videos, store videos like on theft cases. So I have an interesting case where my client is accused of stealing something from a department store. And on video, my client is speaking to the cashier, I guess the store owner or whatever. And they're trying to pay, and I guess the credit card doesn't go through, or there's a glitch or something. And the video shows my client pointing to what they're trying to purchase, and then they just handed it to to the cashier or whatever, and then got it back from them. And then the cashier saying hey, it didn't go through for the full amount, or whatever they're saying. And my client takes the item and walks away. Now, the problem is that the cashier says, oh, my client left the store with the item. But the camera doesn't show that. So a case that appeared to be a slam dunk for the state may not be a slam dunk for the state. And this is why it's important to go through the steps, right? Sometimes you're going through the steps as an attorney and you don't think that the odds are, you think the odds are against you. But if you do everything, if you dot every I and you cross every T, I can't tell you how much complacency there is, how many mistakes are made. And I don't know if my client, took the items or not. But what I do know is that I have discovery now. I have videos, and it shows my client walking away from one of the cashiers, but doesn't show them exiting the store. It actually shows my client just walking away from the register. That's not illegal. If you put something in your bag and you walk through the store with it, that's not necessarily a crime. I mean, they can make an argument that you're temporarily deprived, but you haven't left all points of entry. So then what I did was I started to look at the surveillance footage, and I'm expecting my client to walk out with the item. Now I see my client ultimately walk out of the store, but I don't see my client holding anything. In fact, the video was blocked by other patrons coming in and out of the store. Now my client is not trying to hide or not be seen by the camera. They're simply walking out of the store. And I don't have the time frames and all the time frames don't always match up, like the timestamps on the camera. But a case that I thought was not looking very good for my client, is now looking a lot better for my client, because although they have someone that says that they walked out of the store, the person, the alleged witness on camera, just says that they walk away, and I think they, at some point they say, well, yeah, they left the store. But I think the real question is, did they leave the store with the item, and did the person who's testifying, right, that's giving a statement to police, do they know whether or not my client put the item down, put it back to where it was, where it belonged in the store, left it in the aisleway, and you don't see anything. So I think it's worth exploring the argument, right? So the item that was stolen is a felony amount, but I just thought that the cameras in the store would be a lot better. And I've had a lot of stores. I've had Macy's and Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus and Target and Walmart, and I don't know. And you know what they always show me? They always show me going past the cashier, past the cashier, and then leaving the store with the item without paying for it. I don't have that. I have my client walking away from the cashier into the store, and then I have my client leaving the store sometime later, but you can't see anything in their hands. So what does it come down to? It comes down to the witness. So is that important? Sure, because now, right, it's a felony case. You can take the deposition. You can take the sworn statement of the witness, and they have to say, well, this is what the person was wearing. This is what I remember. This is where I saw them. I mean, did this person follow my client out to the car? There's nothing in their statement to the police because they swore to tell the truth, and the officer's body camera records everything. And here's the truth. I don't know if my client took it or not. I have no idea. I didn't ask my client. What my job is to find reasonable doubt, find mistakes made by law enforcement, find mistakes maybe by the store owner. And the big mistake that we have right now is we see my client coming into the store, we see my client exiting a store. You don't see my client with anything in their hands or hiding anything. So unless that witness can say with 100% certainty, not 95, not 96, not 50%, not 100% certainty, there's reasonable doubt. Now, whether my client wants to go to a jury trial on the situation, I don't know, and we'll find out. But that's what I was working on today, and then I was working on a DUI and working on a motion I have, and I was working on an injunction case. So lots of little things. You go from topic to topic to topic, and doing some legal research on a case from the 90s, early 90s. So it's a case where I need to do some legal research. The case has already been adjudicated, but I've been tasked with finding if there's an error that could ultimately change collateral consequences that a defendant received. And I'm talking in code here because I can't go into the facts, but I'm hired to do some legal research to see if an argument can be made to change something, not from an appellate perspective, but from a fundamental right, the fundamental error. So I'm being paid to do some research to see if we can't figure it out. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. So I read some case notes and started a file today working on that. But it's been a busy week. It's been a somewhat stressful week, but I enjoy the cold. The weather is well And well, I'm always hot, and I got the seat warmer on right now. It gives you an idea. And then tonight, and I'm going to a birthday party. My wife's friend and coworker, technically boss, is having a birthday party, so we're going out there, and I don't know, maybe relax, dance, tell some jokes. Who knows? I think her husband's an attorney, a big high end, highfalutin attorney. You know, those guys that make the millions and millions of dollars. I'm not in that category, so we'll see if I can do the gala with the big dogs, right? The guys that that make I don't know, millions on top of millions each year. We'll see, but I hear there's going to be a lot of attorneys present, so I'll probably wear like my LL Cool J shirt or something like that, so I fit in with everybody. As you guys know, these ties are like it's like a circus outfit to me. But anyway, that's what's going on. How are you guys doing? I can't really read the text. Send me a question. You can email me at rpfoley.com. If it's something simple, I will do my best to answer. If it's more complicated, I'll respond with, you can do a paid consultation with me for 50 minutes, 50, and cost $150. Personal injury consultations are free because I only get paid if you get paid. So I like to make sure you get paid, but that's what's going on. Today was a decent day. I'm a little hungry and I'm very thirsty. I didn't drink any water today. It's 5 o'clock at night. I'm gonna go home and guzzle like 3 bottles of water. I think my wife may have bought me the gallon jug, so I might drink a half a gallon of water as soon as I walk in the door. I wish if someone knows how to do this, you know how cool this would be if I just went online, right? I'm driving home and you guys can pop up, right? The first 25 people or whatever to enter the room. It's not like I'm not a TikTok dancer. I don't have, thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers. And you guys can pop up on my screen, kind of like the Brady Bunch, and have 9 people, and someone can talk and say, "Hey, I have a question," and I answer while I'm driving. Kind of like we're all in a big minivan, and we're driving to an Alabama football game or a Dolphins game or whatever, and you're going, "Hey, I got this question about my DUI," or "Hey, my mom was in a car accident." That would be cool to me, because I would hear your voices, because I can't read a screen, guys. I'm not even going to attempt to. I have respect for fellow people.